Yeah, I can just dive into the legislative side then. Sounds like y'all know exactly what's going on with the issue and everything, which is great to see, especially with like more student focused organizations getting involved here since it's desperately needed. Um, but yeah, with at the federal level, what we've been working on recently is there was the January 31st hearing where the Senate brought a bunch of big tech CEOs to DC to come testify on how their platform was harming minors. The testimony was primarily focused on CSAM, which is around like sexual exploitation on these apps, but there's connections there to everything that I'm sure y'all are familiar with when we talk about like addictions, the eating disorder pipeline online, the political extremism pipeline. It all is a result of these companies' lack of regard for their user safety, especially children. So we went there to generally advocate for those big tech CEOs to take accountability and for legislation regulating them. And so a bunch of people from Young People's Alliance and DIFU got to go to that hearing and actually listen to the senators question the tech CEOs. But I think we're starting to see more of civil society and political leaders actually understanding this issue, especially at the federal level. So that's been really cool to see. But I think there's still a huge education game to be played in terms of talking to the general populace about these issues. And then also for a lot of your state legislators, like the people in North Carolina still probably don't understand the tech side of it as much. So I'm sure, I don't know how Maryland is, but I don't know, you might have encountered similar things, but I think doing the translation is really important. So all that is to say, I think that was my biggest takeaway from the hearing is that the next thing that we need as a movement is to do that education and to use those real life examples like what I was describing to show how these highly technical bills can have a real impact.